February can either be your most productive gardening month or your biggest missed opportunity. While most people are waiting for spring, there's a short planting window open right now and it won't come back for another year. Miss it, and you'll deal with smaller harvests and delayed yields. But plant the right crops in the next 2 weeks, and you could be harvesting fresh food while others are still buying seeds. One of these vegetables actually performs better in February's cold soil than in warm weather. Let's break down what to plant, why timing matters, and the one mistake that ruins February plantings before they even sprout. Welcome back to Earthly Gardening, where we grow more food with less money and zero nonsense. If you're new here, glad you found us. This is where real gardeners with real budgets come to get practical advice that actually works in the ground, not just on paper. And to everyone who's been here since the beginning, thank you. Your gardens, your questions, your successes keep this channel rooted in reality. Before we get into these must-plant vegetables, hit subscribe if you haven't already. We're putting out weekly videos on growing your own food without emptying your wallet, and you don't want to miss what's coming. It takes 2 seconds. It costs nothing. Helps everything. Alright, let's talk about why February matters more than you think. Vegetable 1, peas. Peas are the foundation of February planting, and here's something most gardening advice gets wrong. You don't plant peas when the soil warms up. You plant them when the soil is still cold, right around 40 to 50 degrees. Why? Because pea seeds actually germinate better in cool soil. Warm soil causes them to rot before they sprout. Cold soil triggers natural germination and produces stronger plants that can handle late frosts without flinching. Here's what you do. Choose a spot that gets full sun. Peas need at least 6 hours of direct light. Work the soil just enough to break up clumps, but don't overdo it. Cold soil is harder to work, and that's fine. You're not trying to create a perfect tilth. Plant your pea seeds 1 inch deep, spaced about 2 inches apart in rows or along a trellis. And here's the key, water them in once after planting, then leave them alone. February soil holds moisture naturally. Overwatering cold soil invites disease. Within 2 weeks, you'll see green shoots. Within 8 weeks, you're harvesting fresh peas while everyone else is just starting their transplants. The varieties matter. Sugar snap peas and snow peas both work beautifully for February planting. Shelling peas work too but take slightly longer to produce. Pick based on what you actually eat. Vegetable 2, spinach. Spinach is February's secret weapon because it's one of the few vegetables that genuinely prefers cold weather over warm. Plant it now and it thrives. Wait until April and it bolts within weeks. Spinach seeds germinate in soil as cold as 35 degrees. That's colder than almost any other edible crop. February temperatures are perfect for triggering fast, healthy germination without the stress of heat. Directly sow spinach seeds about ½ inch deep. Space them 1 inch apart in rows or broadcast them across a bed and thin later. The closer spacing actually helps because the plants shelter each other from wind and temperature swings. Here's the technique nobody mentions. After planting, press the soil down firmly over the seeds with your hand or the back of a rake. Spinach needs good seed-to-soil contact to germinate properly. Loose soil creates air pockets that dry out the seed. Water once at planting, then monitor. If February stays dry, water lightly every 5 to 7 days. If it rains or snows, the soil will stay moist enough on its own. You'll see sprouts in 7 to 14 days depending on temperature. Within 6 weeks, you're harvesting leaves. And here's the bonus, February planted spinach produces for months because it matures before heat triggers bolting. Vegetable 3, broad beans. This is the one most American gardeners skip, and it's a mistake. Broad beans, also called fava beans, are cold-weather powerhouses that produce massive yields when planted in February. These beans actually need cold weather to set flowers properly. Plant them in warm soil and they grow tall but produce poorly. Plant them in February and they develop strong root systems before flowering, which means heavier production. Plant broad bean seeds 2 inches deep, spaced about 6 inches apart. They grow into bushy plants that don't need trellising, though a bit of support helps in windy areas. The soil preparation is simple. They prefer decent drainage but aren't fussy about fertility. In fact, like all legumes, they fix their own nitrogen and actually improve your soil for whatever you plant next. Water at planting, then rely mostly on natural rainfall unless February is unusually dry. These beans tolerate cold, wet conditions that would kill other crops. Harvest starts in late spring, and one planting gives you weeks of fresh beans. Plus, the plants themselves can be cut down and turned into the soil as green manure, adding nutrients for summer crops. Vegetable 4, Onion Set. Onions planted from sets in February will be ready to harvest in early summer, giving you fresh onions months before fall-planted varieties mature. Here's why February works. Onion sets need cool weather to establish roots without triggering premature flowering. Plant them too late in warm soil and they bolt. Plant them in February and they root deeply, then size up as days lengthen. Push each set into prepared soil so the tip is just barely visible at the surface. Space them 4 to 6 inches apart in rows. The closer spacing gives you smaller onions sooner, which is perfect for fresh eating. Wider spacing produces larger storage onions. The soil should be loose enough that you can push the sets in without bending them, but firm enough that they don't sink or tip over. If your soil is compacted, loosen the top few inches before planting. Water lightly after planting. Onions hate soggy soil, so don't overdo it. February moisture is usually sufficient. Check weekly and only water if the top inch of soil is completely dry. These onions will grow slowly through late winter, then accelerate as temperatures rise. You'll be pulling fresh green onions by April and mature bulbs by June. Vegetable 5, Lettuce. Lettuce in February seems counterintuitive until you understand what lettuce actually needs. It wants cool soil, consistent moisture, and protection from intense heat. February provides all three naturally. Direct sow lettuce seeds on the soil surface or barely cover them with a dusting of soil. Lettuce needs light to germinate, so deep planting kills your success rate. Space seeds about an inch apart and plan to thin seedlings to 4 inches once they're established. The thinnings are edible and delicious, so nothing goes to waste. Press seeds into contact with soil using your palm or a board. This ensures moisture reaches the seed without burying it too deep. Water gently after planting. February planted lettuce benefits from consistent moisture, but the key word is gentle. Heavy watering washes tiny seeds away or buries them too deep. Germination happens within a week in most conditions. Within a month, you're harvesting outer leaves. And because it matures in cool weather, this lettuce stays sweet and tender instead of turning bitter like summer-planted crops do. The variety choice matters. Loose-leaf lettuces like oak leaf or salad bowl work best for February because they handle temperature fluctuations better than head lettuces. Now before we continue, if this is making sense and you're already planning what you'll plant this weekend, do me a favor. Give this video a like. It genuinely helps more gardeners find this information. And drop a comment telling me which of these vegetables you're most excited to try. I read every single comment and often your questions become future videos. Vegetable 6, Radishes. Radishes are February's fast reward. Plant them now and you're eating fresh radishes in less than a month, sometimes as quickly as 3 weeks. These grow so fast in cool weather that you can succession plant them every week through February and into March for continuous harvest. Sow seeds 1/2 inch deep, spaced about an inch apart. Radishes don't transplant well, so direct sowing is your only option. That's actually good news because it's faster and easier. The soil prep is minimal. Radishes aren't picky, but they do appreciate loose soil that lets the roots expand easily. If your soil is heavy clay, focus radish planting in the top 6 inches where you can easily loosen the texture. Water at planting, then keep soil evenly moist. Radishes that experience drought develop a hot, unpleasant flavor and woody texture. Consistent moisture creates crisp, mild radishes. Harvest as soon as they reach eating size. Radishes left in the ground too long become pithy and bitter. The great thing about February planting is that cool weather slows this decline, giving you a longer harvest window than spring or summer plantings. The one mistake that kills February plantings. Alright, here's what I mentioned at the beginning. The mistake that wipes out February gardens before they even start. Overwatering. February soil is cold. Cold soil holds moisture much longer than warm soil. When you water like it's summer, you create soggy, oxygen-poor conditions that rot seeds and drown roots. Most February plantings need one good watering at planting time, then very little supplemental water until temperatures rise. Check your soil before watering. Stick your finger 2 inches down. If it's moist, don't water. Simple as that. The exception is if you're experiencing an unusually dry February with no rain or snow. Then light watering every 7 to 10 days keeps things moving. But in most regions, natural precipitation plus that initial watering is enough. Putting it all together. Here's how a simple February planting schedule looks in practice. First weekend of February, plant peas along a trellis and sow spinach in a bed or along the edge of where your summer crops will go. Second weekend, plant broad beans if you're trying them, and get onion sets in the ground. Third weekend, sow lettuce and radishes. Plan to succession plant radishes weekly for the next month. That's it. 3 weekends of planting and you've set yourself up for harvest starting in March and continuing through early summer. These crops also free up space as they finish, which is perfect timing for transplanting tomatoes, peppers, and other warm season crops in late spring. Why this works when others fail. The reason February planting succeeds where impatient spring planting fails is simple. You're working with plant biology instead of against it. These 6 vegetables are wired to germinate in cold soil and grow in cool weather. Giving them what they're designed for produces strong, healthy plants that outperform warm season attempts every time. You're also getting ahead of pest pressure. Most garden pests aren't active in February. Your plants establish without competition, which means healthier crops and less intervention needed later. And you're using time that would otherwise be wasted. February is gardening's dead zone for most people. By planting now, you're turning empty beds into productive space months earlier than conventional timing. Look at your garden space right now and choose one bed or even just a corner for February planting. Pick 2 vegetables from the list. Just 2. Keep it simple. Peas and spinach. Lettuce and radishes. Whatever works for you. Grab your seeds and plant this weekend. Don't wait, the window is open now. In 2 weeks, come back and share what sprouted. Those updates help everyone see what's working in real gardens. If this helped you think differently about February planting, share it with a gardening friend. And subscribe, because next week we'll cover how to protect these early plantings from unexpected freezes. Until next time, get planting and keep growing.